What's going on, y'all? Y'all let me know what's going on. I can't see nobody, so. What's up, everybody? Just waiting to see. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, seeing some comments. Everybody just let me know if y'all can hear me. Obviously, I can't see y'all. So let me know. Cool. Okay, so I like to be completely upfront with y'all. That's just who I am, right? So at the end of this, I'm going to sell you something, right? But instead of just selling you something and y'all not getting anything out of it, I want to actually let you guys see what I'll be selling for to you at the end, and then give you guys some game that even if you decide not to, you know what I'm saying, even if you decide not to go with the creator challenge with me, it's okay. You guys can still take some of the information I'm giving you and you can easily apply it into your business, right? Does that sound fair? Y'all gotta work with me here. Understand too. Yes. Okay, cool. Understand too. I just want to start this off. I think it's important I start this off and say this is a conversation, not a dissertation, right? So I'm not just gonna speak at y'all. I want to speak with y'all, right? I know Shannon be like, if yes, say put 1 or 2, right? So I'm gonna kind of use that same thing because I'm pretty sure y'all understand that. So if everybody's down, I'm down. Let's get to it. Right. So just also show y'all that this is exactly what I'm saying it is. This is my challenge. It's a 3-day challenge, right? I'm actually using the content that's within it, right? So y'all can see creator marketing challenge. And this is actually a little breakdown of what each day would be, right? So it starts tomorrow. So day 1, tomorrow, we're going to be doing intro into marketing, right? And as you can see, day 2 and day 3, I just want to start us off with letting everybody know that everyone is a cold client until you warm them up, right? Everybody's a cold client, meaning they don't know if it's somebody new, right? You don't know, they don't actually know who you are. You haven't built any like or trust with them yet. So the best thing to do is to warm them up. Here are some of the tips that you want to use for the cold clients, right? So cold content tips to actually help people warm up to you is first, speak to only your ideal clients or your target audience. Build a brand, not just a product, right? Educate them, let them know the 3 things like who you are, what you do, and why you do it. Having collaborations, and then of course we have paid ads. Which some people, they hear that, then they kind of get scared a little bit, or they might roll their eyes. Depending on who you are, you might get happy when you hear it. So it just all depends. But I'm gonna dig a little deeper. So when it comes to speaking to your ideal audience, right? It's understanding that it's even in the Bible, right, where it says like the sheep know my voice, right? So you want to make sure that you're speaking only to those people because you are the person that's going to either solve their pain, going to help them reach their pleasure, going to help prevent things from happening, or you're going to solve their problem, right? Those are the 4 P's. So you're going to be one of those things for them. And once you know what your niche is and you know who your people are, why speak to anybody else? Right? We're specialists and we're speaking towards our people, and that's how we know that we're going to get the best out of what we create, right? And then the other thing is build a brand, not just a product. A lot of people, especially on social media, are neglecting the brand and only using their platform just to sell, right? When you think about it, the only time you're probably ever getting on social media to buy anything, which is rare, right, is if you go to Facebook Marketplace. That's the only time. Every other time that you get on any social platform, it's never to buy anything, right? It's to, and I'll talk about this a little later. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I'm talking about it later too and deeper. But it's to entertain, it's for entertainment, it's to learn something, or it's to escape, right? You're never actually getting on Instagram. You never once in your life have you probably ever got on Instagram and said, I'm looking to buy something. yet we're getting all these ads and all this stuff pushed at us, and it usually doesn't convert well because of that, right? Educate them, self-explanatory, let them know who you are, right? What you do and how you can help them, right? And then dig a little deeper on those pain points like I talked about earlier. Collaborative efforts. When you're doing collaborations and stuff like that, it's super important that you realize that there's other people in your town, in your city, in your state, or just like, and even what Shannon's doing, right? Y'all see it where you can actually get on other people's platforms, right? Even this. So before I even go any further, I gotta thank Shannon for even letting me be on her platform and talk to you guys, right? So you can get on other people's platforms and be able to help people educate and then be able to possibly sell. Or you can also get other ways of using collaboration is you can do OPM. So you got OPP, which is other people's platform, OPM, other people's money. And then we already know we're gonna go further on the ads, right? And then we have what I call hot content tips, right? So then I'm going to go into it and, oh yeah, it is a little delay. It's a little delay. My bad. Gotcha. I'll remember that when I'm asking y'all questions. All right. So high content tips, right? So it's understanding that you got to build like and trust. You have to become a resource, become very consistent, right? And then create tons of content, tons, right? And speak their 4Ps. I talked about the 4Ps a little just a couple seconds ago, but the reason why when I say create tons of content, right? The reason why tons is underlined, right? The reason why is bright red is because it holds a lot of weight to it, literally, right? Tons. But it's understanding too that the reason why a lot of us aren't having the success that we want to have in our marketing or just in our business efforts of reaching and extending our reach is because we're not creating enough content, right? If we create enough content, there's actually no limit on how much content you should be creating. It's just you always got to say that it needs to be more, right? Tons of content. What does tons of content look like? Somebody brand new that's never seen you before, never heard of you, has to have the ability to go see your content and watch an hour to 2 hours straight of just you, right? That's how you build like and trust. Think about it. Think about like your favorite actors, right? If you see them in a movie, you're more likely to go watch that movie because you've seen multiple other movies of them and they always kill it. All right, they always killing it. So make sure that y'all remember y'all got to create tons and tons of content, but I'm gonna go deeper too on that. Right? It's understanding that we're not getting into the point with social media that if you want to win, everybody has to be online, right? If you really want to win, you want to extend your reach, you have to be online. So you're not just doing content. We're changing the old way people seeing content, right? The old way is just you posting photos and videos of, your vacation or just family members and stuff like that. Now that has its time and its place. But when we're talking about our business, we're not just posting random photos and videos just for the sake of posting because we think that we should be posting, right? We're actually about to start taking content and making it into content marketing, right? And we realize once we combine the content with the marketing, there's not much limitations that we have anymore. What we got to ask ourselves, why should we be marketing in the first place? Right? Why should we be marketing? Right? The only thing content marketing can grab the attention of your target audience, create awareness for your products, build like and trust of the consumer, even sell for you. It can also extend your reach and etc. Right? There's honestly not too much content marketing can't do, right? Except create itself. This is about the only thing content marketing can't do. It can't do the work for you. It can't put you in front of the camera or in front of the phone or even the computer, right? It can't do this. It can't do it for you, right? What we're doing right now is content. Me being on here, speaking to y'all, right? It's content in itself. This content in itself is just building awareness, right? We're building awareness. It can be a promotional stuff. It can be just teaching people things. Either way, it's just awareness, right? You creating content just means that if I create content, I'm going to build awareness. And we know that where the attention goes, the money flows. All right. So I know it's a 10 to 15 second delay. So I'm going to wait a little bit on this. But there's typically 3 types of creators, right? Creator 1 knows what to create, chooses not to, is typically overthinking. Creator 2 doesn't know what to create, scared of looking bad, right? Scared of looking bad. Typically somebody's overthinking and wants things to be perfect, right? Rather it be, or either it be like they feel like they got to be dressed up, they got to have the makeup on, they got to have a suit, they got to have a fresh lineup, or even maybe their background, they got way too much stuff going on. It's not clean. I don't want to create content and people look at my stuff and say I'm messy, whatever it is, right? Just overthinking. And then creator 3 knows what to create, chooses to create it, and is also consistent. So what I like for y'all to do is go ahead real quick and type in if you're either a 1, a 2, or a 3. Just let me know so I know what crowd I'm talking to so I can kind of tailor my stuff. Okay. 2. 2s, some 2s, a 3. Okay. See if anything else. We got any more? We got some 2s, some 3s, few 1s. Oh, they coming in now. Okay. 2s. Okay, cool. All right. So majority of us are 2s. Okay. All right. So we don't know what to create, and we're scared of what other people think, right? Might think about where our surroundings are, right? Or we're typically overthinking. Most times, if you're not creating it, you're not consistent, you're overthinking, right? So let's go fix that, right? So first thing is, before I even get into this, and this is a congested version of all my slides, I want to hit important things, but I do want to speak to the 2s real quick since it's just majority of us, and it definitely will hit on the 1s and the 3s. The 3s, you might be killing it, so I can't tell you right there, but hopefully this helps you. This still helps, right? So for people who don't know what to create, you have to know that you yourself and your business is the content, right? You are the content. People need to know what you have, what you can provide, how you can help, and what your service does, right? We need to know that. Most of the time, we think that it has to be this elaborate thing, right? Versus it could be literally a 30-second video saying, hey, if you need t-shirts, blah, 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 blah. Have a hook. I got y'all. Don't worry. If y'all were in the last live, I think it might have been on Friday or Thursday. I put all the hooks in here so y'all can get them. No worries. I'm gonna help y'all. I'm gonna help y'all break this thing down. Either way, you just have to know for 2s that if you're a creator 2, your content is you, right? And it's figuring out what different ways can I talk about my stuff, right? All good, right? What kind of ways can I talk about my things, right? Don't be afraid. Please don't be afraid of looking bad. Because you have to remember, and I it's always a little tease. I told you I'm straight up, right? I'm upfront. Nobody cares about your content as much as you do. Nobody cares about how you look as much as you do. Nobody's going to ever care about what you sell as much as you do. Right? So you have to remember that if you're overthinking, you're overthinking the process. That person is the person that you're speaking to. It might be just all caught up in your messaging and what you have to give them, versus like y'all probably didn't even notice that I ain't got no line up. I got to get a haircut. I'm looking a little rugged, you know what I'm saying? So I just threw on a hat and thugged it, right? But none of that matters. Only thing that matters is the information that I'm giving for y'all. That's what matters. The matters is the content that I'm creating for y'all, right? My confidence don't even have to do nothing on the exterior. It's always what's in me, right? Like I'm not worried about what's on me. I'm worried about what's in me. The content is going to make itself. You are the content, right? So don't overthink about what you look like. Don't overthink about what it sound. I mean, maybe the sound like, right? But don't overthink. That's the big thing. Like the overthinking it paralyzes you. It makes you do nothing, right? And you don't think that you can make content. Content is super easy, right? It's little kids making content. Content is easy. It's just we start overthinking and thinking what other people think, right? So what I want to help y'all understand is understanding this part is really key. There's 4 types of consumer segmentation, right? There's demographic, which most people know of, right? There's geographic, there's psychographic, and it's behavioral. I go into depth in this in my challenge, but today I just want to hit on the psychographic, right? Because psychographic is one of the most important ones, but it gets talked about the least, right? The psychographic segmentation is basically to summarize everything else on here is how your consumers think, what they believe, and what they value, right? It's how they think, what they believe, and what they value. It can be conscious or subconscious, right? It can be, do you think that if I have a blue check, I matter more than somebody who doesn't have a blue check and isn't verified? Right? Does that matter? Social classes, like hierarchy stuff, does that matter to you? Right? And you have to think like, because that's going to tailor how you create your content for these particular people. Right? It's all about how someone is thinking. Let me go a little deeper. So here's their hooks, right? These are the hooks. These are my bread and butter. These are the things that I created. I shared earlier when I was on the live with Shanon. I definitely wanted to go in deeper. And I know that some people wanted it. Some people might have signed up just for the challenge for these hooks. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna give it to y'all. Y'all make the decision if y'all want to get it or not. Either way, I definitely want to be able to bless y'all with these hooks. So the compare and contrast, right? Always have examples. How to make 100 pieces of content in one weekend, right? I'm taking a large number, and I'm condensing it down into something that is not a lot of time, right? Why is that important? It's important because I'm giving you the thing that you know matters, and I'm not taking up a lot of your time to even create it, right? How can you actually, I'm gonna give y'all a game right now. How can you make 10 pieces of content? Okay, if you have 10 products, I'm giving y'all 10 hooks right now, right? If you have 10 products, find a way, and I'm even going to show you an example on how to do one of the things I just talked, what I'm going to talk about. But use a hook for each one of your products. If you have one product, now with those 10 hooks, you have 10 pieces of content. Now do that for 10 pieces of your, do that for 10 products, right? You can literally do that in one weekend because I'm giving y'all the hooks, and all you have to do is write down where this thing fits, right? Write down how it can fit in your business. That makes sense? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Put a 2. I gotta say this too. Put a 2 in the chat if you need me to go a little deeper. That makes sense. But you was my 3, so I gotta see what everybody else talking about, just in case I need some more clarification. 2, okay. All right. So what I mean is, I'm gonna skim through these real quick so that you can see it, and then I'm gonna come back to this one. All right. So you'll see that this 1, 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6, that's 7, that's 8, that's 9, that's 10, right? So using these 10 different hooks, I actually submit that you can make, if you have somebody give me some, like if you sell, what do y'all sell? Is it mainly t-shirts? Is it designs? Are y'all doing designs for people? Are y'all doing this? Are y'all doing that? Y'all let me know what y'all sell. Somebody's give me an example. I'll make it super easy for y'all. T-shirts, cool. So imagine if you take, imagine if, let's just say, got you. Let's just say, I'm gonna just say this is a t-shirt right now, right? It's a hoodie, obviously, but I'm gonna say it's a t-shirt. Let's just say we take this t-shirt and we look at all the things that we can talk about it, right? Let's just look at your t-shirts. Let's just look at your branding for your t-shirts. Let's just look at the designs for your t-shirts and say, how can I make content out of this, right? Now I can say, how can t-shirts, cups, all the things, right? So if the more products you have, I'm telling you, the best thing to do if you want to make more money is to have more, to offer more things, right? Because you can create more content about your stuff. How to make 100. So now this piece of content right here, super simple. Change pieces to shirts, or say shirt designs in one weekend. How to make 100 shirt designs in one weekend, right? This could be a post for y'all. And you can do what I'm about to show y'all. I call it carousel to sales, or you can do a video, right? Just depends. But I have two versions of content for y'all to help y'all understand that for people who feel like they're overthinking it, my number two is right. That's overthinking it, that doesn't know what, that doesn't that might feel like they're getting judged or something like that, right? We can actually make content and not show our face if we don't want to. Now, I embody being confident in your stuff, right? Know that your stuff matters more than what you think. The exterior of all, like your background don't matter. I'm gonna be honest with you. Your background don't matter. That stuff don't matter. What matters for real is what you got to offer people, and how you can help solve their problem in this particular place, right? So you can easily change your stuff to how to make 100 t-shirts designs. I would say designs, but you can even do t-shirts, how to print 100 t-shirts, how to, come on, I'm giving you ideas now, right? Is it starting to flow? And this is just one example, right? But it's a compare and contrast. It doesn't even have to stay right here. It can just be how to do a lot of something in a small amount of time. How to do a lot of something in a small amount of time. Because guess what? We feel like our lives are super busy and I might not have a lot of time, but I still need to get this thing done. So how can I do a lot of this small amount of time? You give that content, right? Because the thing that we're selling, we're giving the information for free. We're selling the implementation. We're selling the service. We're selling the product. Guess why it's going to be very beneficial if you can tell people, you can have content on your pages telling people how you can help create, how you can create 100 different designs or 100 or print 100 shirts in one weekend. Somebody who has a brand that wants, you know what I'm saying, things at a faster production is going to be willing to pay you, all because you let them know that this is possible for you. Some of y'all are lightning fast. Some of y'all are hell of designers, right? Y'all can do this with your eyes closed, but you might be the best at what you do, but nobody knows what you do because you don't post about what you do. Right? For all my tools in here, for everybody who said they was a creator too, you are actually doing a disservice to yourself and your business, not telling people how great you are every single day, not showing examples of the stuff that you can do that other people can't do or wouldn't even think about telling people that they can do. Because you have to remember, your duh is somebody's aha. Like I was just talking to Shanon the other day, and she said that, I don't know if y'all know who Him 500 is, but Him 500 she has an opportunity with Him 500, even though, you know, whatever. But she has an opportunity with Him 500 just because she was able to get a design out faster than everybody else could for one of her partners that works with him. She templated everything, right? She like this. She lightning fast. When you're lightning fast and you do a good and you have high production, you're fast at it. I mean, well, I rather say it. I say high production because I'm in video and stuff. But when you have high quality stuff, people will pay you whatever you say. Right? This making sense? One in the chat if it's making sense. Ones. Okay, that's what I like to see. I like to see the ones. All right. Hopefully, I'm giving y'all ideas too. Take all these ideas and run with it, please. That's what I'm here for. Ones. Okay, cool. We're gonna move on to the next one. All right. A without statement. A without statement. Oh, please write these things down. I think it's gonna be. I never mind. It's probably gonna be on YouTube. But so I guess you ain't got to. All right. Number 2 is a without statement. How to gain 10,000 followers without having to be on your phone all day. Right? I'm saying I can give you what you want without doing the thing that you don't want to do. Right? You don't want to be on your phone all day, but you still want the 10,000 followers. Right? Tell me what your without statement is. Right? Rhetorical question. But realize that now I can take, all I'm doing is giving the people what they want without doing the thing that they don't want to do. How to make 6 figures without going to college. How to have a 6-figure t-shirt business without going to college. Or how to have a 6-figure t-shirt business without printing a thing, without having to do all the work. How to do this without doing that. Right? Give them what they want and then exclude the thing that they don't have to do. How to have, for people who sell just t-shirts in here, easiest thing that you can put for your content in this, using this example or using it without statement is how to have a brand without having to do any of the production of it. Right? You don't have to do any of the pressing. You don't have to have this or that. You know how many brands are starting every single day? You know how many personal brands are starting every single day? You know how many businesses are creating their brands every single day? And if they just knew that you could do this for them, they would work with you. But you just never told them what was possible. So now they out here trying to run their business and print their t-shirts. When it's, trust me, if you're doing it for yourself, that's something else. Like I record my own videos because I know how to do it at a fast rate, right? That makes sense. But if you try to record your videos and did this, that might be a little bit more challenging, right? A little bit more challenging. I know how to make content, so I can make content really fast. For somebody who doesn't know how to make content as fast, that could be very challenging and run their business. So you about to help them alleviate the thing that they don't want to do or don't know how to do. Right? I'm in here today because I helped Shanon create content that she may not know how to make. She might not know how to use. She might not have the hooks and ideas that I know how to do. She's a specialist in so many other things, but not this particular area. So that's why I'm here. Right? Be that for somebody else and get paid for it. Next example is fencing. Y'all go ahead. Don't act like if you see me moving on, go ahead. If it's a 1, put the 1 in there. I just want to make sure, right? I just know it's a delay, so I'm not waiting too long for that. But then if you need more me to go back and do more, give me a 2 and I'll remember that. Right? Or if you have a question, go ahead and drop the question. I'll get to the questions at the end. Right? But the next example is fencing. What's fencing? Same prompt as the other one, but you'll see what's underlined changed, right? So how to gain your first 10,000 followers without being on your phone all day. Fencing is basically saying, look, I'm about to divide the group here. So everybody who has everybody who already has 10,000 followers, you're on this side of the fence. I'll do it this way so y'all can see it better. Okay, you all good. You all good. Everybody that's on this side of the fence is the person who's made the 10K or has the 10K followers. Everybody on the other side is the people who's not. I'm only talking to people here. I'm not worried about if you already got it. I'm only worried about the people who doesn't have it and how I can help them get it, right? How to create your first clothing brand. It's important if you work with them on the first one, right? So all these different things, remember, like when you're fencing, you're basically niching down your already target audience. So it's just like when I did this. I'm gonna go back a little bit. It's just like when I just separated y'all into categories, right? Some of y'all are a creator. Some of y'all are creator 1. Some of y'all are creator 2. Some of y'all are creator 3. Some of y'all might be more in the creator 1 than the 2. Some a little bit more on the 2 than the 1. Some of y'all more 2 than 3, right? But I just made it simple in these different ways. That way you can just identify who you are. Same thing with this, right? We're going to niche people down even in our target audience, right? An even if statement. I love the even if. I love it, right? How to generate a full-time revenue, how to generate full-time revenue for your side business, even if you're only working part-time, right? How to give people what they want, even if their circumstances. Give people what they want, even if their circumstances is something else. Right? My even if statement for this group right here would be how to learn how to use content marketing to increase your revenue for your side business, even if you don't know how to create content. Right? That speaks to y'all. Anybody in here who hasn't or doesn't know how to create content, right? All my tools in here, y'all are perfect for this prompt. Because I'm teaching y'all right now how to use content marketing to increase your revenue. Yet y'all don't even know how to make content for real. Right? That makes sense. Y'all see how easy if you just use this example that it's just plug and play. One's in the chat if that makes sense. Or two's in the chat if it doesn't. Next is using historical reference, right? What is that? You want to go ahead and say here's an example, 7 things I wish I knew before I filed my taxes, right? Super relatable. 7 things I wish I knew before I filed my taxes, right? So now you can go ahead and implement your own self into this. 7 things I wish I knew before I started my t-shirt business. Super relatable, not even super relatable, but super informative. I want to know, like, what are those 7 things? Because I want to avoid them, right? Or I want to learn from them, depending on how you tailor it. You can easily say, here's an avoidance one, is 7 things I wish I didn't do before yada, yada, yada. Right? Easily, I can always make it easy for myself. 7 things I wish I didn't do before I decided to pick up a camera. 7 things I wish I didn't do before I registered for my LLC. 7 things I wish I didn't do. Right, I'm gonna use one that says I wish I knew. 7 things I wish I knew before I became an entrepreneur. I know that's super relatable. Super relatable. 7 things I wish I knew before I became an entrepreneur, right? That's crazy. Everybody in here can relate to that. Y'all let me know in the chat. wouldn't y'all wish y'all seen somebody share this kind of information? Like 7 things I wish I knew before I started my t-shirt business, or 7 things I wish I knew before I became before I became an entrepreneur. I know I wish I did. I wish somebody posted this for me. Right? Y'all let me know in the chat, dude. Would y'all wish, like, don't y'all wish somebody would have did this for y'all? Because if I would have knew these things, I would have played the game a whole lot differently. I really wish in entrepreneurship, I wish I knew that no matter how hard you work, sometimes you still don't even get paid for it. But they don't want to talk about that. They don't even want to just scream out that entrepreneurship is better than 9 to 5. It is and it is. You know, it is what it is, though. Right? On the contrary, I love this one too. Here is where you use an opposing view, right? Somebody watching this thing is already going to think one particular way, and then you're going to use a different view for it. So here's why you should not cut out carbs if you want to lose weight, right? The reason why it's a contrary belief is because contrary to what you might believe before you read this, where they say cut out carbs if you want to lose weight, I'm telling you that you shouldn't, right? You can easily say, here's why you shouldn't. I'm stepping out of my range and going to y'all's. Here's why you shouldn't use vinyl if you want to press shirts. Right? Stepping out of my range. So y'all let me know if that was a correct statement or not. Right? But here's why you should not buy a big press, a big printing press, if you want to have fast production. You can tell them that you can do way more using 3 small presses. And if you use what Shanon used, there you go. Right? So Shanon can easily use this. Somebody better tell Shanon, Ant said so. All right. Next one is an easy win. Right? These are things that we all need from time to time. Right? Super simple. Here's one thing you can do today. Here's one thing you can do today to take your business to the next level. Here's one thing you can do today to, you like that one? Here's one thing you can do today to get more customers for your t-shirt business. Right? This one's an easy one, right? It's easy for us to make one, and it's easy for other people to see the value in it. Right? These are hooks. I'm gonna show you how I'm about to hook y'all in with this one particular thing after I might show y'all the rest of these. Anchoring. This is what my example is off of. All right. Anchoring. Gary Vee, right? Here's the thing. If you know who Gary Vee is, then this is perfect. If you don't know who Gary Vee is, he's a popular marketing influencer, owns a lot of businesses. He's like a business mogul. Yeah, Gary Vee. So Gary Vee is right about a lot of things, but he got this one thing wrong, right? Anchoring is essentially, and some of y'all were in the live when we did this one, and she used Stan. Shannon used Stan, right? But anchoring is essentially using somebody that a lot of people, that's usually, it can be in your industry or it cannot be, right? As you can see in Gary Vee, but it's using somebody that's well known to be able to pull people in, right? It's all about attracting. So some people might not know who I am, but if I said Shanon is right about a lot of things, but she got this one thing wrong. When it comes to the t-shirt business, Shanon is right about a lot of things, but she got this one thing wrong, right? NA Lab is right about a lot of things, but this thing they got wrong. That way, people who know who this is like, what? What she got wrong? Let me check. I need to know more. What's the T? Right? I need to know. It's all about pulling people in. This one I said I also asked it has a little bit of drama. They might think it's some drama, and we know, unfortunately, on social media and just in the world in general, negativity get a little bit more, not a little bit, they get more attention though than positivity. Right? But I'm gonna show you another way you can use this anchoring to actually promote people, but also use it to pull attraction to you. And that's what my example is gonna be on. Right? You got an origin story. An origin story is important because it shows one, it builds like and trust. Because if y'all use something like this, I lost over 10,000. I lost over 100,000 my first year as an entrepreneur because I didn't know. Right? If this is a conversation, you're gonna want to swipe so you can keep learning what they're talking about. Like, how'd you lose 100K? I'm an entrepreneur. I don't want to lose 100K. What didn't you know that I want to make sure that I'm good? Last thing I'm trying to lose is 100K. Right? Testimonials. Right? There's a lot of ways to play this, but everything you want to do with these hooks is to draw people in, right? Because somebody might not care about your testimonials if you show, let's just say, this is this t-shirt that they had, these rocking, like, let's say you go corporate or something, right? Or let's just say, the t-shirts that one company had before looked like this, but after they started working with us, they look like this, right? Cool. That's a better hook rather than if you just show the before and the after. It needs to be a story. I need to know a little bit more. Like, you might have the content, but you're missing the context. You have to create context because you have to remember common sense isn't common. So people might not know what you're talking about, right? In this example, I use myself. I said Ant gained over 1,000 followers from one post with this small tweet, right? Wouldn't y'all want to know what that tweet is? Right? Wouldn't y'all want to know what that tweak is? So here is an example. Here's an example of what this would look like when you're posting it. Right? Y'all want to know what that tweak is, right? Cool. But the delay messing me up a little bit. All right, here's an example though. Okay. So Spotify made billions from this small tweak. Right? I literally just showed y'all one that I was just talking about, right? Spotify made billions from this small tweak. Guess what y'all gonna want to know? What that tweak is. The team over at Spotify came up with a social media campaign in 2017. Let me explain further, right? The reason why you want to add certain sentences like let me explain further, and y'all can even see that I even got like swipe little signals, right? You can put arrows there, you can do whatever you want to do, right? Y'all design stuff all the time. Y'all can easily make this in Canva. That's what I made, right? Reason being though, is because if I tell you let me explain a little further, you might give me another slide or two, right? So you can hear what I got to say. If not, you might bounce after this. If I just got this, you might not know. You want to have these swipes because you got to remember common sense is not common. Cool, right? The social media campaign, that's what SM is. The social media campaign is called Spotify Wrapped. Y'all might, if y'all own Spotify, y'all know what I'm talking about. If not, you probably seen on social media, possibly, that there's a lot of people posting their Spotify Wrapped. They're showing their songs, they're showing their moods, all this stuff, right? What I like to do is I like to take also create another one that's showing like how to like the app that's making all the cool faces and stuff. But I didn't put that in this presentation. But the reason why you want to use that, I also like to use like relevancy, right? What are things that's happening right now? Like if I knew this stuff when COVID was happening, I would have used COVID. I would have used all these different things, right? You can use the fact that there's a recession, like, and show like how a recession, how to have a six-figure, you know what I'm saying? How to have a successful t-shirt business even in a recession, ... Somebody need to make that right now, because that's good. I'll pat myself on the back for that one, right? But Here's why it works, right? What makes it stand out is fun, it's shareable, it describes your moves, it shares who you listen to, and you can make posts to social media and compare with friends. It literally has a button that you can easily post to Instagram, Facebook, all these other things because they're making it to grow awareness, right? Here's the good part. I talk numbers in these sometimes. I use Spotify, I talk numbers, right? Here's the good part. In 2017, Spotify ended the year with 71 million premium users. Now in 2022, they currently have over 195 million premium users. Let's do some math. So y'all can see that I did it short last night, 3 steps, right? So also, you can see that I'm also doing a little bit of research here, right? Because I want to give you information that matters, but I got to get the information first, right? So welcome to Pocket Watching 101. This is also a way where you can brand yourself and you can show your community how you sound, right? You can let them know that you're not like this person that wants to be super professional all the time, right? Shannon's so goofy and she goofy with y'all, right? But if she didn't be that way, then it'd feel like it's a barrier, like she's not being real with y'all for real, right? And so that allows y'all to be more like when you create your content, you want to be more, you know what I'm saying, who you are. I just say show up as yourself, right? Just show up as yourself in everything that you make, right? So welcome to Pocket Watching 101. All right, class. If each premium user is $9.99 monthly, that means 195 million premium users times $9.99 equals almost $2 billion each month, which is crazy. And that's just set to grow because they are over 195. The year is almost over, so they wouldn't give me the exact number, right? But over. They getting about 2 billion each month. It's ridiculous, right? Okay, so after seeing all that, you're probably thinking, so you see how I'm creating a conversation with this? I need y'all to let me know on this one. Y'all seeing how it's always flowing like a conversation? Yes or no? One's in the chat if y'all see that it's a conversation, not a dissertation, even in this. And then 2, if you blind, because it's a conversation. Y'all seeing that? 1, yeah, 1, yep. Right? It's a conversation. Everything is leading to the next slide. That's why I have ... on practically all of these. Right? Let's do some math. I'm also using, like I said earlier, like this sentence at the end. If I know like this could be a stopping point for somebody, I need to make sure that I lead them to the next slide. So I have to always let them know that there's more to it. Right? So, like I said, you're probably thinking, how can I do the same thing? No worries, I got you, right? Focus on these 3 things. And like y'all see again, I got ... which means what? We're going to the next slide. Make sure, right? Did I give you some game? I give you some game that you can implement into your business, right? This not only makes your content shareable, but savable, right? It's not only sharing, it's not only educating, but it's also savable. I got game in here, so guess what? Y'all gonna probably want to remember this game. Y'all might save this post so that when y'all want to make y'all post, y'all got a reference, right? You might share it to one of your burner accounts, or if you see it on your personal, you might share it to your business account. If you only got 1 page, then guess what? You're gonna save it, right? Here's the game in it. Create shareable content. What did I just say? This content is shareable in itself, right? What did Spotify do? They made shareable content. They literally created this thing for people to share it. Why? Because if I somehow don't know what Spotify is, and all I see is all these different people that I follow using Spotify and sharing their stats and their moods and all this different stuff. And people saying, "Yeah, I listen to that song. Oh, girl, oh, bro, I got the same mood, bro." Right? You gonna feel like you missing out. Here go that FOMO hitting you, the fear of missing out. I need to go ahead and download Spotify so I can see what is going on. I'm gonna check in on Spotify. How much it costs? What's the comparison to Apple Music? If I'm on Apple or if I'm on Amazon, let me see what's going on. Right? They building their community. Dang, that's the second thing right here. Build a community with your content. Promise y'all, this ain't on purpose. It's just what this thing is. Right? Number 3, understand your audience. You got to know consumer segmentation. I'm going to go all the way back just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Right? How does your consumer think? What are their values? What is their social status, their opinions, their activities? Right? The other one on here is behavioral too. Behavior is going to talk about where they spend their most time at. What are their previous consumer behaviors? Right? That stuff plays a part. But if we don't think about that in our content, we letting all this stuff just happen and we missing out on opportunities. Like the way you go viral is to be, I'm gonna be real honest with you. The way to go viral is to be first. That's it. You was the first person to do it, and everybody said, "Oh snap, this person did this, and this is dope," or "Oh snap, this is this and this," and then everybody copy you. That's how you go viral, right? I already went to this part. Skip. Cool, right? Then I even give you a bonus. Bonus is understand the difference between content and content marketing. What is that difference? Content is posting photos and videos with no strategic plan. We're just out here sharing memories. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can even be strategic in how you share memories. Right? You can even be strategic with your birthday photos. You can say it's my birthday. So for my birthday, I just turned however old. Let's just say everybody in here 25. I just turned 25 years old, right? Everything on my site is now 25% off. For the next 24 hours. So make sure that you get in and buy that stuff that you've been looking for today. What did you just do? You used an event to sell. You created a whole occasion. You gave a discount and you created fear of missing out. I only got 24 hours. I got your birthday to go buy this thing. I need to go hurry up. Right? Content does not have a strategic plan with it. I want y'all to know, right? I want y'all to know that 1, 2, 3, it's probably like 10. I think it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the last one is 10. Right? All I did was keep having a conversation with y'all for 10 slides. But you got to understand this. Knowing what to make and knowing how to make it are two entirely different things. So if you're ready to learn how to create content that generates sales, master your messaging, build a community, take these hooks and actually be able to implement them, right? And you should be able to even after this call, but understand what your call to actions are to improve your marketing. Click the link, and instead of in the bio, it's actually going to be in the chat, and sign up for the challenge, right? It's a 3-day marketing challenge. I'm doing this for my creators. I love y'all. If y'all have any questions, if y'all need me to go back to something, let me know. I know there's a delay, but if y'all ready to get to it, let's get to it. Right? Drop ones in the chat if this was helpful. Right? Drop some ones in the chat if this was helpful for y'all. I just want to make sure that I didn't waste y'all time. Drop some ones in the chat if this was helpful. Drop some ones in the chat if you learned something. It's 3 days. It starts on Monday. So it starts tomorrow. Right? We'll go from Monday to Wednesday. Starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love it, Christy. Don't worry. I got you. Like I said, I got you. Right? Go ahead and check it out. I signed up. I'm ready to learn. I appreciate you. I'm ready to get in. I'm ready to help y'all. Thank you for providing this value on Sunday. Even, of course, thank y'all for being here. Right? I'm registered for the challenge. Appreciate you, Cassandra. I really do appreciate that. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn from y'all, right? Because every time I teach, I learn something new. Right? I didn't know that majority of y'all are people that don't know how to create the content. Or maybe y'all just overthinking it. I think most of y'all know how to create. Y'all just overthinking it. And once I teach y'all what's to actually implement, y'all good. And that's my goal too. Like at the end of this, what's the difference between general and VIP? Got you. So the biggest difference between general and VIP is that general starts at 8. It's going to be streamed into the Facebook, right? VIP starts at 7. 7, I'm going to be giving some more game. I'm going to be teaching. I'm going to give y'all some tools. Now there's tools. I'm going to teach y'all. I'm going to show y'all tools in I was going to show y'all some tools in this too, but I want to show y'all visually, like actually how to do it, right? I'm that kind of person. I want to go into it and show y'all, like, once you get here, then go here and do this, this, and this. I'm just that kind of person. I like to go into it, and I can't do that on here. But the real difference though is that it starts at 7. I'm gonna give you more tools in VIP than general, but I'm actually still showing y'all how to work everything. VIP also gets to ask me questions. You get a whole hour ahead, so I'm gonna give y'all game, and it's gonna be real beneficial for day 2 and day 3 because now you have more questions. Like if you had any trouble implementing this, now I can go ahead and let you know what you got to do, right? Because y'all see me, like I'm giving y'all examples, showing y'all exactly what to do for these different things and how I'm using it myself. So I'm not a person that just says do this. I'm a person that's gonna show you how to do it. First, I'm gonna teach you, then I'm gonna show you how to do it and how to implement it, and then y'all run with it. So that's the real difference. Just more access to me, more tools to help you make the process easier. I have whole tools that's going to teach you, that's going to make actually like copywriting. If copywriting is a hard part for you, which is going to be real important for like your ads and stuff, have a tool that's going to do the copywriting for you. If you ever want to write an ebook, right? If you ever want to write an ebook, then the particular tool is going to definitely help y'all too. It'll literally write the whole ebook for you. You just got to feed it the information. I'm gonna show y'all how to do these things on Canva. Of course, majority of y'all probably don't need it, but I'm just that kind of person. I like to go the extra mile, especially if you're going to invest your money and your time. I'm like, come on now, I gotta give y'all everything, right? I'm gonna show y'all a little bit. I'm gonna go into on day 3. I'm gonna go into the Facebook Ads Manager and show y'all how to navigate that beast. It's a thing. So you're gonna kind of want to ask these questions, or I have the opportunity to. Of course, I'm gonna try to, like, it's better when you have the opportunity. I'm gonna go back to and try to answer as many questions as I can, but of course, you know how it goes. So that's the real benefit, of course. But either way, and then what I also suggest is copping the replay. Reason why I say cop the replay, no worries if you don't, right? No force. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Don't, I ain't telling you you need to cop the replay. I just cop the replays. Like I buy the replays. I'm saying cop. Y'all might not know what it means. I'm buying the replays from when I'm in challenges, right? Simply because I know that one, I might not be able to go. Let's say I can make it on Monday and Tuesday, but I can't make it on I can't make it on a Wednesday, right? I'm gonna want to know what happened on that day, right? I'm gonna need to know what happened on that day, especially on don't miss Wednesday. If you can, if you ain't gonna buy the replay, please do not miss Wednesday, please, because I'm gonna show you how to enter the market. So if you're somebody who's new to the content marketing game at like in general, please don't miss Wednesday for sure. Because if y'all think I gave y'all some game today, this is just literally some good parts from day one, right? I go in each day. I got. I'm embarrassed to say how many slides I got because I got so many. Because I love to have a conversation with y'all, right? That's the only thing. Like I love this thing too. I just hate that it's a little bit of a lag. Because I'm like, let me know how what the energy is. I'm an energy person, so I vibe while y'all vibing. But yeah, so yeah, I also just want to state that it does start tomorrow, right? It starts tomorrow. That's why I'm thankful that Shannon let me get in here and y'all even spent y'all Sunday evening with me, uh, just learning this stuff. But of course, I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, talk your heads off for too long. So I want to give y'all a little condense, but still give y'all some game. I definitely use these hooks. Definitely use these hooks. I'm gonna go a little bit more into detail and show y'all some more examples. If you do decide to, invest into the 3-day challenge. And for everybody who's already signed up and is signing up, I appreciate y'all for real. And I mean, I just want to be like y'all being a blessing to me. I want to be a blessing to y'all. So no, I'm gonna give y'all everything that I just talked about plus more in the kitchen sink. And I might go ahead and just throw my foot in there too, because I need y'all to know how to get to this money, especially when it comes to this time next year, right? This time next year is going to be a completely new you. This time next year is going to be a completely new business. This time next year, you're going to be operating on a different time because content marketing is not going to be a problem for you no more, right? It's not going to be a problem. So now you ain't worried. Now it's not like, oh, I can't make the content. So how can I do this, this, and this? I'm about to show y'all. Right? Anybody got any questions? That was a great question, though, Nicole. That was a great question. Anybody got any more questions? Anything about the challenge or anything about the challenge or anything about what I just taught y'all? I can go back to a slide or anything. I gotta wait patiently because I don't know if it's the lag or if nobody got any questions. Cause I'm a let's go person. Let's go. Okay. Y'all let me know what's going on. But yeah, that's it right there. That's the Creator Marketing Challenge. We're gonna be learning about this in a whole lot more, in a lot more detail. So I'm excited for it. I'm actually more than excited. I'm over prepared. See you tomorrow, Ant. Can't wait to see you too, Nicole. I'm ready to go. Right, ready, 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 ready. Can't wait for everybody to I do want to talk about this one particular thing. Anybody who is a two, that said that they were a two, let's just not be a two no more. You feel me? Let's not be a two no more. Right? Even if we're not getting in the challenge, it's a reason why I gave you all this game in the first place. And it's a reason why I had you identify who you were. Let's not be a two anymore. Right? We know what to create. We do. A lot of y'all have really good ideas. Y'all just don't believe in them. And then y'all say y'all use all these other things to make, you know what I'm saying, to paralyze you. You know what to create. And if you don't, I just gave y'all a lot of game on what to do. Right? Don't overthink this anymore. Don't overthink this. A 1 and a 3? Yeah, I love it. Right? Only thing that I would say is if you're a 3, you got to know it. Like you got to know that you're a 3. Right? I'm working on it now and I'm a 3. I love it. I love it. If you're a 3, you know it. Know that you're a 3. Right? Because that means that you're consistent. That consistent is the thing that's standing out. That's why I capitalized it, right? That consistency. It's not that you just know how to create content and you choose to create it, but how consistent are you, right? Are you every day with it? Are you every couple of days with it? Do you just post every week? If I look back on your thing 3 weeks from now, that means would you have posted every single day for 3 weeks? See, let's get in here. Right. So that's also what I teach. That's also what I hear you. I'm helping you create lots of content, small amounts of time. Right. If you were on the live with me and Shanon, I helped her create, and we did a little bit after too. But I helped her create 12 pieces of content within that live. Right. Within that live, we created 12 pieces of content. Right. So y'all gonna see, especially on Shanon's stuff, that we're about to go crazy. And this the consistency. She needs it. We all need it. Right. So I'm about to show you how you can create batch of content one day using your stuff, knowing how to speak your stuff. Yeah. Knowing how to speak your stuff, right? If you already know your business, you know like the back of your hand, you just gotta have enough confidence to get in front of a camera or a phone to do so. Speak to your audience, speak to your people. Right? Number one rule of marketing is be where your people at. Right? Be where your people at. And do it consistently. But yeah, I just don't want to see no more twos. Ones aren't, I don't want to see no ones either, but twos, that's the worst way, that's the worst place to be. So definitely think about doing a just take stuff that I've given you and just implement that immediately if you're a 2. And if you're trying to dig deeper as a 1 or a 3, ooh, I've never went live or recorded any type of video. Why? Right? Why? Is it because you're afraid? 2. Is it because whatever answer it is besides I should just be doing it, we have to remove all of that. Because there's apps that you can get on your phone to help you edit. Self-esteem. You might be the best at what you do. This is what I just need people to. If everybody's still in here, I need you to say this to yourself. I am the best at what I do, but no one can know what I do if I don't tell them what I do. I am the best. Kristen, you are the best at being you. Ain't nobody can do what you can do as good as you can do because ain't nobody can do you. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that, Christy. Now you need to remind yourself that. Sometimes you just gotta wake up every single day and say, I got this. And I can be successful if I just allow me to be. I can make videos if I just allow me. And then don't let the fear paralyze you. Because fear isn't physical, but if you allow it, it will paralyze you. She's talking about 0.9. You're funny. You're funny. You're funny. You're funny. You're funny. Nah, but let's be real. Like, let's just be real though. You got this. And with all the power invested in me that God has blessed me with, I cannot allow this year to be what next year looks like for you. I can't allow it. I can't. I cannot allow it. I cannot let this be the thing that's holding you up. I'm creating though. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I need everybody's confidence in here to be at an all-time high, and then it don't change. Because you have to remind yourself that you are the best at what you do, but nobody can know if you don't tell them what you do. Because we love to pin flowers and give flowers to everybody else. Oh, look, if you're not a 3, y'all know where to be at. Y'all know where to be at on Monday. Quit playing. If you're not a 3, y'all know where to be at. And if you are a 3, but you need to know more about marketing, you know where to be at. And if you are a 3 and you didn't know about those hooks, you know where to be at. I do believe that. 100%. Right? If you believe that you are the best at what you do, but nobody can know what you do unless you tell them what you do, what's the holdup? It's only you stopping you. Right? It's only you. Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and say, I can be as great as I have a channel, but I need to be more. I'm the best at what I can do. No. Come on, y'all. Why did it's done turn into church? Come on now. Amen. I just need y'all to understand that God has created you to create. The Creator has created you to create. How dare you waste his gifts? The audacity for you to waste God's gift. You think he only blessed you in one way of creation? Come on. Not my God. My God said that you are great in all areas. I am a creator because the Creator has created you and God is within you. Come on. I need some amens. Can I get some amens? Let's just be real. Can I get some amens? Because I'm not here for the smiles and the games. I'm a fun person, but when we talking about stuff for real, let's be for real. The audacity. Come on now. Why are we playing with God? What God gave us? Why are we playing with what God gave us? Let's just not do that no more. Right? I'm not going to reprimand you. I'm not going to judge you. I'm just going to say, let's just not do that. Let's just not play with God no more. Because he has a lot of things waiting on you, but he needs you to move. And if anything, the fact that you are here tonight in this particular place at this particular time is your sign that God is telling you to move. God is telling you to move. Come on, y'all. Right. So I don't want to take up any more of y'all time. I thank y'all so much. And I just want to end this off with the same thing I've been saying the entire time. You are the best at what you do, but no one can know what you do if you do not tell them what you do. And I'm going to add on this part too. This is the full part. Any day that you don't tell somebody how great you are, how you can help them, is a day wasted. So if you don't want that to be where you are anymore, y'all know where to be at on Monday. I can't wait to see everybody that already signed up that's there. Can't wait to see y'all. Y'all should be getting texts from me. Definitely gonna let y'all know any updates that's happening. But it's a blessing to be in front of y'all, especially on Sunday. Come on. God is good. And I want y'all to have a blessed night. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. I'll see y'all on Monday. If not, I'll see y'all when Shanon allows me to brace y'all again. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. I'll see y'all on the next one.